No matter how fast you run, no matter how far you go, the beast will follow. Man cannot escape his fate.
Okay, first of all, Mr. Rattner, thank you very much for the interview. And about Hercules, I really enjoyed the movie. I need to say that because it's a very entertaining, exciting movie. But I was expecting a little more like a superhero movie, and I found an action movie with a little twist of a thriller. And how did you work that?
Yeah, I wanted to make a movie that was epic, that felt like a movie from back in the day, like Spartacus or Ben-Hur, or, you know, maybe a great Western, you know, Magnificent Seven, you know.
I was thinking about the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, because it's an ensemble, and, you know, so I wanted to make something that wasn't your typical fantasy movie. Many movies in the genre are fantasy, with the gods and the monsters. We wanted to make it very grounded.
And I was thinking about that too, because if you think about the past Hercules movies, they're all like big fantasy monsters. And I mean, you have that, and it's very entertaining.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's a more realistic tone.
Well, I like to show the humanity. I like to show the, you know, his character's vulnerability. And to do that, you have to show the other side too, and to show it's really about a man who finds a belief in himself in order to succeed. So I think it's quite inspiring, the movie.
And in a way, it's also like a martial arts movie. Now that you mentioned the Magnificent Seven, I was thinking also about the Iron Monkey. Did you see that one?
Yeah, of course.
It's a superhero. I mean, a super ninja. It's a super ninja, but it's two people. And here, Hercules, I mean, he worked with a team.
Yeah.
How did the Eagle work with this team?
It was great because each character in the team had their own individuality, their own weapons, their own arc for characters, their own look. They each had their own individuality, and they were there to service Hercules.
And I love the sense of humor too.
Thank you.
Is it harder?
Most of the movies in the genre do not have sense of humor. Most.
I know.
Yeah.
And that was my question. Is harder or easier to film these kind of movies with a touch of humor?
I think it's harder.
It's harder. Why?
Because you have to walk the line. If you get too funny, then you become broad. Then you're not vested in the characters. If you go too serious, then you can't have fun. So that's what I think I do best as a director. I did it in Rush Hour. I did it in Family Man. I did it in X-Men. Is walking that line of gravitas and humor.
I think you did a great job with that.
Thank you.
And how big is the pressure? You've worked with movies about comics and superheroes.
Yeah.
But now they're bigger than before.
Yeah.
How big is the pressure from that kind of movies for this?
This was hard. This was not as big as like X-Men, my X-Men, but it was a lot of pressure because it was the size of the movie was so big. I never made a movie this big, you know, and so that was a lot of pressure.
And finally, I think you found a perfect villain for Hercules, John Hurt.
Yeah.
How is he? How is
fantastic legend? I love Elephant Man. I love Midnight Express. He's a legendary actor, and brought the weight, brought the power to the movie. And I think he grounded everybody because he's such a great actor. Everybody fell into place.
Did you learn something from him?
I learned from everybody.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Pleasure.